today, I mean, to have a foundation which, brings together artists and people, I think in itself is a wonderful thing.
Many people asking me, what is this, today's the day? And many people are questioning, what is the meaning of this? Why this foundation was made? Why it's a visionary foundation means I thought it's a great idea to make a presentation because since we made the benefit event last November, it was quite a success of the fundraising for setting up the foundation. The foundation was made March this year in Hiroshima officially as a foundation. And in New York we created a non-profit organization. Then we made an event in Tokyo. Also we made an event in Singapore and Hong Kong. Summer we have a Tokyo in Hong Kong. So this is actually the first time to make this public event of today's day in the United States.
Discussion sometimes that perhaps we are missing. I'm not sure, but that question of whether art can make a change or whether it just exists for the sake of existing. I mean, in this case, the other reason, I think that Noritoshi didn't mention yet, but I think that comes up, and when I speak to Lawrence, but it comes up is, the project that he's actually working towards is to bring children, 10 kids from Fukushima, where there was a nuclear disaster lost 2 years ago, to go to a camp away from that in Singapore. In this context, Lawrence and Sumie might believe. I think that's what we're going to kind of explore a little bit today. So just wanted to invite Sumie and Lawrence up.
When I was living in Hiroshima, as a kid, of course, we learned about atomic bomb and World War II and everything like that. And we, visited the museum, everything, but we weren't really connected to that event because a lot of people don't really talk about it. It's almost like it was they were ashamed about the atomic bomb. Back in the day, that they stopped talking about it. Some people, of course, pursue talking about it and try to let the kids know what happened in the past. But I moved to New York in 2000, and more living in this city and living in this country, I was aware that I am Japanese, and then now I'm in this city, living here as a foreigner, looking at my hometown. It's a beautiful city, and I love my hometown.
The whole idea is to give them 2 weeks to be able to stand still and be different than they were before, and that's really about change. Kids in Fukushima, that they're going to be pushed out of the way because they embarrass everybody. This was people not paying any attention to the cultural values of what they were doing, and it's beginning to become obvious in our society that unless we start accepting mens rea, malice of forethought, the idea of responsibility. Well, I think we do have a responsibility, and if Noritoshi is willing to put together this thing, you might make the life of 200 or 300 kids a little bit better. That ain't bad. End of it. That's the only reason. That's all I have to say.
This project is not only about the issue of Fukushima. This is very much connected, is very much engaging into the future of humankind, because this disaster is something very much common, but also very much connecting with the structure of the modern society that's caused this disaster. So I mean, that's what I believe. But thank you very much for checking this information too.
Thank you. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, Sumie. Thank you, Noritoshi.